Continuing with our tour of the Green Harvest Cannabis Company's grounds, we're going to walk in between the buildings to give the viewer a perspective of the immense size of this property. There's a perspective there. Well, let's say hello to this guy. As I mentioned, these buildings are 120 feet wide by 200 feet long. The building on the right is known as Site B, Producer Building. Building on the left, Site A, Producer Building. Both are cited as Tier 3s. This is a beautiful area. We're in the county, outside of the city, along US Highway 101. The weather's fine. During the winter, it's protected by the small hills that surround us. The Hoquiam River is across the highway on the other side of the Little River Mill property. There are and has been a lot of activity on this site. And once again, as many old buildings do, they are revived by new ideas and people who believe that they can continue the success of this site, but in a different historical context. This site was used as a lumber yard. Looking at the alphabet, it's now going to be used as a marijuana production facility. If the alphabet holds true, M comes after L. As long as you're moving forward, you're successful. In the summer of 2014, we started work on this property. We had to fell 150 trees and remove over 20 years of debris that had been left by its previous owners and occupants. It was bad. You couldn't walk through this property. Let's go in here for a minute. Get a glimpse. What you're looking at is the interior of a 24,000 square foot building identified as Site A for the Green Harvest Cannabis Company. It's a Tier 3 production building. Imagine that this building was filled to the brim with everything you can imagine. You couldn't walk through here. It took our crew 6 months to remove everything, and we shot almost $100,000 gallons, I should say, of water and pressure steams to clean the walls, floors, and now it's a home for the birds. We did our first electrical permit here with the Labor and Industries through Wilson Electronics, and we connected these sensor lights, and when that happened in January, life came back to this building. Do you hear the birds? They found a wonderful home here, just as we will when we get our license and start producing marijuana. sensor lights that were installed by Wilson Electric. This is the MGO board we ordered from China. Magnesium oxide board. This is what we're going to use to build our cells with, our grow cells. This stuff walks, talks, shines your shoes, and sings the blues. Has a high resistant combustible rate. Starts burning at about 2,500 degrees. Its tensile strength is stronger than normal fiberboard. Very mold resistant, very non-porous. We got 1,000 sheets of it to build our grow cells with. Wow, we're getting lost in the haze here. Okay. All these birds. Is that our lens fogging up?